Hello, YouTube. My name's Grumps, and welcome back to another video. Wait a minute. This isn't my world. It's quite a predicament we're in. No matter. I am a wizard. I can get us back.
Hello YouTube, this is Terawas here for another review. And I am glad that we're not back in that other world. It's, you know, a bit rotting and dying and such. Thanks for, Grumps, we're back in this world, so that's good. Oh, the figure, of course. There you go, the Crimson set. Or you could call it the Ingward set, which is an NPC you could find wearing a very similar, in fact, the same set. Honestly, this is a really good set in the first game. I wonder why they never brought it back. This figure is actually made with a bunch of scraps and a bunch of cloth. In hindsight, the cloth probably wasn't as good of an idea as I originally thought. It's a bit, in the way. I would probably, like, sculpt everything except for the bottom piece of it. So that I could have, like, the legs still move, because I don't want to sculpt there. But anyways, this is made out of scraps, so I can't be too harsh on myself. I mean, it took a lot of creative genius to do this. Like, all these pieces don't really actually fit together properly, but it still has a ton of articulation and such. Well, except for the head. The head fits perfectly. And this is the weapon that the Crimson set comes with. It's called the Tin Banishment Catalyst. Something I think is cool about this weapon is how it sort of looks like a twin blade. And I think in Dark Souls 2 they should have added that. And this is coming from somebody who loves Dark Souls 2. I know, as controversial as that is, I am being honest, and so, yeah. I actually made this figure quite a while ago. I guess we should talk about articulation. The head could go left, right, up, and down. I know it's not the prettiest joint. The arm could bend at the elbow all the way till it touches itself almost. The hand could move back and forth. Again, this hand isn't really properly made for this figure, so it's a bit not the best. And then swivels. Next up, we got the ab crunch. It could go all the way this way and not that much back because of the cloth, which that's one of the things I discovered when using it. The other side is the same. There is waist articulation, but you have to, like, grab it like that and then twist. It could go all the way around. Next up, we got the leg articulation. It could kick all the way outwards. Because of its scrappy nature, it could, Dark Souls logic, and then it could bend all the way this way. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. And it has a swivel all the way up at the top. And the feet could swivel or pivot as well. I think it's called pivot. I'm not the master of articulation. And go up and down. Overall, the figure is something I definitely want to remake and make much better. I guess we should do the size comparisons, shall we? Stands about almost 7 inches tall, or exactly, if you're counting the tip of the hat or hood. Here he is compared to an average Scout Trooper from Hasbro Black Series. Here he is next to Michonne from McFarlane, excuse me. Here he is next to the NECA Kratos from God of War, one of my favorite games of all time. And finally, here he is next to one of our favorite customs we have ever made. But anyways, that concludes the video. I hope you guys like my new editing. I took a bit to actually learn how to do it and to get things properly done and try to be a better YouTuber and all. Because I'm not exactly the best speaker, so yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. See ya.